Hello everyone, today I'm going to be doing my February TBR. If you watched my January TBR, it was very ambitious, so I'm going to be paring that down for the month of February. I only have 4 books that I know for sure I'm going to read, and then I have 2 like random number generator things that I'm going to do. So I'm planning on having 6 official books on my TBR. I will for certain read more than that, but it'll give me a good baseline and then I can still mood read throughout the month. The first book that's on my TBR is The One by John Mars. This is a book club pick that I have for one of the book clubs that I'm in. I'm currently about 25% of the way through it and I'm not loving it so far, but I think it is a cool concept. The plot is basically this company has decided to figure out how to match people based on DNA. So you like swab your cheek, whatever, send your DNA in, and then you get an email once your like perfect match, like scientifically perfect match, has also done their DNA test. So then you get their information to like meet up with them and basically fall in love. It's not at all what I was expecting. Like I said, I'm not loving it so far, but I am interested to see where it goes, so I'm excited to continue. The next book is the one that I currently have from my library, and that's Tales from the Shadowhunter Academy. I also had this on my January TBR. I renewed it from the library, so haven't gotten to this. Didn't even open it in January, but I'm doing my Cassandra Clare reread. I've read up through Lady Midnight, so I'm rereading them all in preparation to continue. So this is the one that's up next. This one follows Simon as he's going through the Shadowhunter Academy. Next up, we have Variation by Rebecca Yarros. Obviously, she wrote Fourth Wing, but she is a romance author before she wrote Romantasy. So this is her newest release. It's about a ballet dancer, and I think she falls in love with someone in the military. I know that Rebecca Yarros writes a lot of like military romance, military fiction kind of thing. I think that her husband is in the military. Unsure, but I know that most of her books surround that, and I am excited about this one. I used to be a ballet dancer. I danced my whole life, so I always love reading about dancers, but I've heard that this one actually has pretty decent representation of what the actual dance world is like. I never danced professionally, but I was in it from age 5 to like 22. So I spent most of my life dancing and I love the art of dance. So I'm excited to get back into that world in more of like a fictionalized way. The last book that I have set on my TBR is another book club pick, and that's All the Missing Pieces by Cowles. I just joined this book club. This will be my first one that I'm reading with everybody, but I found it on Facebook and it's just a group of people that are in the city that I live in. So I figured that I would do it and make some friends that way, like real life friends. I don't know anything about this. I just saw it on the Facebook post, so added it to my TBR. Next up, I figured I would do a random number generator to pick a continuation of a series that I'm currently reading. I'm currently in the middle of 8 series that are currently like not caught up to where we're at publication wise. So 8 isn't too bad. I do want to get it down to like 3, maybe 4, just so that I keep up with everything. But I'm gonna do a random number generator and see which one it picks. I'm gonna do a number between 1 and 8 just because that's how many series I'm in the middle of. So we got 1. How fun. I do have everything listed on my Notion. It is not organized super well, but the first book or the first series that's on my list is The House in the Cerulean Sea by TJ Klune. I read the first book when it came out, and then the second book was randomly announced. So I pre-ordered the second one, which is Somewhere Beyond the Sea. I think I am going to reread The House in the Cerulean Sea and then read Somewhere Beyond the Sea, just so that I have, you know, the context and everything. I like reading series back to back, so that's kind of why I want to keep up with everything. I did really enjoy The House in the Cerulean Sea when I read it the first time. I think I've only read it once. So I'm excited. So those will be added to my TBR. Next, I'm going to randomly generate a number between 1 and 124. Those are all of the books that are on my TBR. I include every single book in series when I'm reading them, so this is a lot of like middle of the series. So if I get a number that's in the middle of a series, I'll do the first book or the next book that I'm on for that. So I need to do this 124, and we're going to generate 87. And I already have all of these numbered. So Edge of Madness, which is, I believe, the second book in a post-apocalyptic series. I read the first one, which is Edge of Collapse, and I liked it enough, I just don't think I was in the right like mood to read it. So I'm gonna read the first one, which is like a novella that takes place before. So that's Chaos Rising. So that's exciting. I am adding another series, so I'm finishing one and adding one. The first one follows a woman who's abducted and then she gets pregnant by her captor, but then she has to escape. It's in Canada, I think, somewhere very cold. So it's like the middle of the winter and she's trying to escape and get out of this horrendous situation. So I think the prequel, which is Chaos Rising, the one that we just picked, I think that that one is the lead up, like her life before she gets captured, I think. So I'll add that one to my Kindle, but I'm excited. 6 books on my TBR I think is going to be a good amount. I'll have plenty of time to do some move reading, but I have no doubt that I'll be able to get through all of these books. Technically it's 7 with The House in the Cerulean Sea, but last month I read 13 books, so I think we're going to be good. I'm excited. Overall, I think that these are some good picks. We have a wide array of different genres, so it'll be fun. With that, that is my entire February TBR. I hope that you enjoyed. Feel free to let me know in the comments what you thought about any of these books. I would love to talk about them with you, and my Goodreads is linked below. I update my Goodreads religiously. Every single day I post something on Goodreads, so go follow me there. But I hope they have a good day, and I will see you next time. Bye!